What's up? Welcome to the new moon eclipse workshop. This is going to be a shorter pay what you can version, but if you want the in-depth 1 hour workshop that I had just hosted live before I recorded this, it is available below. There's a link below. It also, you get to download the Taurus season workbook as well. And it includes an energy clearing. We did some Reiki, did a candle ceremony, and an in-depth astrology discussion about how this energy is influencing us, because this is a big fucking shift. This is, well, I'm going to talk about it now a little bit. I'm not going to get as in-depth, not as in-depth, but we will touch on it for sure. So welcome. This is also pay what you can, as I mentioned below, as I mentioned before. So the link is below. Sorry, I can't even speak properly. Mercury is already in the pre-shadow period of the retrograde. So life, you know what I mean? Technology also, guys, back up your things, because I've noticed already technology is getting like really annoying and whatever. So welcome. Let's start. The first card that I pulled is the Eight of Swords. This, I think, is connected to that Mercury retrograde that is going to be happening very soon. It's an opportunity for us to really reflect on all of the old stories and ideas and perspectives and fears and anxieties that are coming up. They're coming up, that emotion, that energy is coming up for release. It's that simple. It's coming up for release. This eclipse portal is like a doorway. So we have a new moon eclipse today, a new moon eclipse in Taurus. And then in 2 weeks, we have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. After that full moon eclipse in Scorpio, we are in the new chapter. We are in our new life. We've got that Queen of Wands here. We've got that Queen of Swords here. So a lot of feminine energy. That's that divine feminine energy connected to Venus. Venus rules Taurus season because Venus is connected to Taurus energy. And this is an opportunity for us to ask and we shall receive. This is not an opportunity for us to ask and then to get worried and stressed about where will it show up? How am I going to get it? When is it going to arrive? Like, that's not the point of divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is to trust, to believe, to ask, and receive, okay? We are also all birthing new identities. So if you don't know where you're supposed to go, if you don't know who you are becoming right now, King of Wands reverse, then don't act, don't rush. You don't have to force anything right now. It's not an opportunity or the time for us to start or to jump if we don't know where we're going. I feel like just slow down and chill. It's a good opportunity now for us to focus on establishing our foundations in new ways. But again, I want to let you know, the eclipse is not a time to ask and to force and to invite. It's more about observing. Because we've already, if you've been involved in the new moon workshops for the past 6 months or a few months or whatever, you've already been asking, you've already been establishing your intentions, you've already been wanting new things. And with the full moon, you've already been clearing energies, you've already been wrapping things up, completing projects or whatever. So those 6-month cycles are for release and invitation. And then it leads up to the eclipse season, which we are now in, eclipse season. And during eclipse season is when all of the change actually happens, okay? It doesn't need to all happen overnight. Boom, it's finished. No, but you'll notice like, wow, I don't feel the same about these projects, or I don't think the same way. I don't want to surround myself with those kinds of people. And now I'm noticing I've actually created space, or I'm inviting in these new opportunities. I'm noticing new projects showing up. I'm noticing that I'm actually moving in the right direction now. And there's like little hints or like tips from the universe saying like, did you notice this? Like, this is now starting to happen for you. So that's the kind of energy, that's the kind of thing that happens around this new moon eclipse, okay? Because the eclipses are like portals. You have the moon and the sun, they come together, they overlap, and it opens like, whoop, It's like this tunnel, and we jump through it into our new timelines, into our new lives, right? So after the full moon eclipse in Scorpio, that door will close and you will be in your new life. Congratulations. And that's the energy you're working with for the next 6 months. And then you can see what happens. Okay. Some of the astrology that I want to talk about. Neptune and Jupiter have come together in Pisces for the first time since 1856. That is a very long time. None of us have experienced that before. None of us have experienced that, unless you're 170 years old, which you're not. Also, Venus is involved because Venus is also in Pisces. When I say in Pisces, I mean in that area of the sky that represents Pisces. So you have one area that's Aries, one that's Taurus, one that's Gemini, etc. So the area that represents Pisces has Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus in it for the first time in a very long time. That is extremely rare, okay? That does not happen often. So what other thing is really important to know about that mixture is that Venus is connected to this new moon. Why? Because Venus rules Taurus. This is a new moon in Taurus. So all of that powerful energy is influencing this eclipse. I'm not going to really dive deep into discussing all of the details about that. In the other eclipse workshop, that's the hour-long one with the energy cleanse and the candle ceremony and all the other stuff, that the link is below. You also get the Taurus season workshop workbook, because we're now in Taurus season. So we mixed it all in one. So it's an eclipse Taurus season and a workbook download. It's all below. If you're interested and you want more information, you want more help and support, you want a deeper energetic cleanse and just more advice, it's below. It's available for you, okay? The other thing I want to talk about is Pluto is now retrograde in Capricorn, or at least stationed retrograde, and is getting ready to move backwards. It looks like that. It's not really happening, but it looks like that. The point is we have an opportunity to, again, move through this death and rebirth energy connected to Capricorn themes, which is foundations, structures, how we spend our money, our resources, how we connect with power and control, etc. So this eclipse is inviting in a lot of new energies as we shift and move into our next chapter, but we're also being asked to slow down and reflect on how we want to use our power, use our resources, use our money in this next chapter. And we have a lot of good luck and opportunities for expansion because of that Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus conjunction that's happening in Pisces as well. So that's really all I want to talk about in a nutshell. Taurus is fixed earth energy. So it's an opportunity for us to commit to new ways of doing things. It's also a focus on food, security, stability, structures. Maverick, hey, enough. Off. Sorry, my dog's on my fucking coffee table. Hi. There's also a focus on values. Our value system has changed. So what do you value now that before you didn't value? Maybe before you valued something and now you're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't value these things. I want to let them go and clear them out. So this is, it's like a mental, deep, energetic shift. Everything happens mentally first, then the energetic shift happens around us, then it's in the body, and then it catches up and the external world matches that. So don't stress yourself out. Don't stress yourself out because you're like, oh, it's not showing up yet. Everything you want is coming. The eclipse is an opportunity for us to realign ourselves and to wait for the universe to send all of the new connections and all of the new opportunities that are coming for us, okay? What else do I want to talk about here? think that's really it. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. This is going to be a really short workshop. And we're not going to do a full meditation because we're not really inviting in new energies. We're being asked to pause and to reflect and to observe everything that's happening around us. So instead, today we are going to focus on that. We're going to do a little bit of a reflection practice, and then, yeah, just see what comes up with the tarot first. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired because I like just finished the hour-long workshop. I'm like, it's really, really helpful if you want to like really get deep, truly. Okay. What messages do we have for the collective here? This new moon eclipse. Ooh, strength, new identity, strength. This is connected to Leo energy, which is connected to the sun, which is connected to our identity. And as I said before, this eclipse is opening that new energetic chapter. So your new identity is emerging. You need to adjust what you do and how you behave, because you can't continue to do the same things you've always done if you have a new identity. And if you are becoming a new person and you want new things in your life, you can't continue to do the same old shit over and over again, right? So also controlling, I feel like controlling our impulses, especially because Mercury is going retrograde very soon. So old energy is coming back around. You just want to slow down. You want to see how you're feeling, what emotions are coming up, because all of those planets in Pisces is also very emotional. Pisces is a very emotional sign. So we could be feeling very triggered or sad or happy or up or down. It's just like, woo. So just control your response. You can observe your emotions. You don't need to respond and jump and act on all of them. But I think it's a good opportunity for us to practice some self-control. Maybe some of you want to just pop off and freak it. It's like, why waste your energy? Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Slow down. Yeah, four of coins reverse. The old foundations. What have you been holding on to? What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to still? It's time to drop it. The four of coins reverse. You need to do things in a new way. You need to establish new routines, establish new rules, structures, etc. You can't continue to do the same things that got you here. It's like, that's fine, supported you up until now, but now it's time to change and to release and to establish new ways of doing things, right? The last card. Shuffle it in. Okay, I have these two. There we go again. Eight of Swords reverse and the Knight of Wands. I have the Eight of Swords reverse and the Knight of Wands. It's not a time to jump. It's not a time to rush. Also, if you feel like you have to take a break or chill or slow down or pause, don't stress yourself out. Don't tell yourself that you have to get up, that you have to keep going. Taurus, yes, is connected to hard work, but Taurus also knows when it's time to break and rest. And I think a lot of us, especially now, because this eclipse energy is really heavy on the body, I feel like a lot of people feeling very drained, feeling very exhausted. Take a break, slow down. You don't need to do everything today, especially if you don't know where you're going. Like the Knight of Wands, if he's reversed, it's like, I don't know where I'm going. So why would I just keep galloping and keep going? And then I arrive and I realize, oh shit, I was supposed to go in that direction. Now I have to go all the way back to point zero. And then I have to go on the actual journey. It's like double journey now. It's like, just slow down. I feel like, who are you trying to impress? Yourself? It's like, just chill. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's that. Okay. That is the overall energy right now. Some of you maybe want to spend a little bit of time redecorating or updating something, because we have that Taurus energy connected with Venus. So trying to make things more beautiful. It's a good time to practice some art, etc. But be careful that we don't want to become too lazy or too slow or too like eating too much or shopping too much or doing too much, committing to too much work, helping other people too much. It's like that's a low vibrational Taurus energy. So you want to find that balance between work and rest. And balance doesn't always mean 50-50, by the way. Maybe it's 20% work, 80% rest, slow down. Maybe it's 100% rest now because you don't need to be working because you're exhausted or whatever. So give yourself that time, okay? What we're going to do, we are going to just close our eyes. If you're deaf, of course, you can keep your eyes open and continue to watch, but we're going to close our eyes. I want you to imagine white light is pouring down and that there is a green fire burning in front of you. And that white light is cleansing you. You also have a gold comb that you can use to comb out any negative energy and toss it into that green fire. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol now to help clear your energetic field. I'm going to play some music, then I'm going to pause the music and I'm going to ask you to visualize a few things, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? So you can close your eyes now and imagine that white light pouring down. Okay, so now you can remain with your eyes closed. And it's important for Taurus season that we connect with the body and that we really connect with the earth so that we can actually manifest everything that we want to happen. So all of these new ideas, all of these new changes that have been happening before this eclipse season, well, now is an opportunity for everything to come to culmination. So keeping your eyes closed, I just want you to visualize a few things that are really working well for you right now. Maybe there's new projects, new ideas, new people that have shown up in your life. I want you to just visualize those people. I want you to feel that energy in your body. And I want you to imagine that roots are growing out of your feet and that are connecting you deeper with Mother Earth. I want you to think about old energies that are leaving your environment. I want you to think about old projects that we've completed, people that have already maybe left you or you've left some people behind. Maybe you've already healed from some past heartbreaks. I want you to feel all of that available space. And I want you to visualize all of that energy feeding into your feet and roots growing down to strengthen your connection with the earth. And the last thing I want you to think about is something, maybe one thing that you're proud of yourself for accomplishing. Maybe it's a new skill or an achievement. Whatever that is, that achievement is going to create a positive impact moving forward in your life. So I want you to ground that energy into your body and connect it with the earth by growing roots deeper out of your feet down into the earth to create strength and stability moving forward. Now I want you to feel all of that energy, and I want you to take one deep inhale as we inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And we exhale, 2, 3, and 4. And I welcome you back. You can open your eyes. We don't need to make a list this time because we're not asking or intending for things to come in. We're just observing. If you want to just journal about how your life has changed over the last 6 months, that's a good opportunity to do so now. But yeah, I think that's really it. That's, what the astrology looks like. That's how the energy feels. And this is an opportunity for us to reflect on the last 6 months and not really ask for new things to show up right now because the eclipses are already making it happen. If you want a deeper look, I'm sorry this was so short this week. I'm also really exhausted because I just did the other workshop. If you want a deeper look into the astrology, if you want a longer energy clearing, if you want to be involved in the candle ceremony, etc., I invite you to purchase the link below, download the workbook. We have different information and writing prompts and things like that in it. But yeah, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for all of your donations and your support. The link for that is also below, and I will see you very soon. Take care of yourself. Mwah. Welcome in the new chapter because it's here, bitch.